Good morning. Good morning. What's up, y'all? What's up, fam? Um, Today I'll be reading from Genesis 25, 26, 27, and 28. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Abraham's family. Abraham married again. His new wife was Keturah. She gave birth to Zimran, Jokshan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shaul or Shua. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. The people of Ashur, Leum, Letush were descendants of Dedan. The sons of Midian were Ephath, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. All these sons came from the marriage of Abraham and Keturah. Before Abraham died, he gave some gifts to his sons who were from his slave women. He sent them to the east, away from Isaac. Then Abraham gave everything he owned to Isaac. Abraham lived to be 175 years old. Then he grew weak and died. He had lived a long and satisfying life. He died and went to be with his people. His sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in a cave of Machpelah. This cave is in the field of Ephron, the son of Zor. It was east of Mamre. This is the same cave that Abram bought from the Hittites. He was buried there with his wife Sarah. After Abraham died, God blessed Isaac. Isaac was living at Beer Lahai. This is the list of Ishmael's family. Ishmael was Abraham and Hagar's son. Hagar was Sarah's Egyptian maid. These are the names of Ishmael's sons. The first son was Nebael. Then Kedar was born. Then Adbeel, Mibsam. Again, bear with me. These names is difficult. Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jeter, Naphish, and Kedema. These were the names of Ishmael's sons. Each son had his own camp that became a small town. The 12 sons were leaders of their own people. Ishmael lived to be 137 years old. Then he died, and he went to be with his people. His descendants settled throughout the desert area from Havilah to Shur. This area begins near Egypt and goes toward Assyria. Ishmael's people were often at war with the other descendants of Abraham, Isaac's family. This is the story of Isaac. Abraham had a son named Isaac. When Isaac was 40 years old, he married Rebekah. Rebekah was from Paddan Aram. She was Bethel's daughter and the sister of Laban with the Aramean. Isaac's wife could not have children, so Isaac prayed to the Lord for her. The Lord heard Isaac's prayer and he allowed Rebekah to become pregnant. While Rebekah was pregnant, the babies inside of her struggled with one another. She prayed to the Lord and said, "What is happening to me?" The Lord said to her, "The leaders of two nations are in your body. Two nations will come from you, and they will be divided. One of them will be stronger, and the older will serve the younger." When the right time came, Rebekah gave birth to twins. The first baby was red. His skin was like a hairy robe, so he was named Esau. When the second baby was born, he was holding tightly to Esau's heel, so that baby was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when Jacob and Esau were born. The boys grew up. Esau became a skilled hunter who loved to be out in the fields, but Jacob was a quiet man who stayed at home. Isaac loved Esau. He liked to eat the animals Esau killed, but Rebekah loved Jacob. One day Esau came back from hunting. He was tired and weak from hunger. Jacob was boiling a pot of beans. So Esau said to Jacob, "I am weak with hunger. Let me have some of that red soup." That is why people called him Red. But Jacob said, "You must sell me your rights as the firstborn son." Esau said, "I am almost dead with hunger. So what good are these rights to me now?" But Jacob said, "First, promise me that you will give them to me." So Esau made an oath to him and sold his rights as the firstborn son to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil soup. Esau ate the food, had something to drink, and then left. So Esau showed that he did not care about his rights as the firstborn son. Okay, so Isaac lies to Abimelech. Now there was a famine. This was like the famine that happened during Abraham's life. So Isaac went to the town of Gerar to King Abimelech of the Philistines. The Lord spoke to Isaac and said, "Don't go down to Egypt. Live in the land that I commanded you to live in. Stay in this land, and I will be with you. I will bless you. I will give you and your family all these lands. I will do that. I will do what I promised to Abraham your father. I will make your family as many as the stars of heaven, and I will give all these lands to your family. Through your descendants, every nation on earth will be blessed. I will do this because your father Abraham obeyed my words and did what I said. He obeyed my commands, my laws, and my rules." So Isaac settled in Gerar. His wife Rebekah was very beautiful. The men of that place asked Isaac about Rebekah. He said, "She is my sister." He was afraid to tell them Rebekah was his wife. He was afraid the men would kill him so that they could have her. After Isaac had lived there a long time, Abimelech looked out of his window and saw Isaac and his wife enjoying one another. Abimelech called for Isaac and said, "This woman is your wife. Why did you tell us that she was your sister?" Isaac said to him, "I was afraid that you would kill me so that you could have her." Abimelech said, "You have done a bad thing to us. One of our men might have had sex with your wife. Then he would be guilty of great sin." So Abimelech gave a warning to all the people. He said, "No one must hurt this man or this woman. If anyone hurts them, they will be killed." Isaac becomes rich. Isaac planted fields in that place, and that year he gathered a great harvest. The Lord blessed him very much. Isaac became rich. He gathered more and more wealth until he became a very rich man. He had many flocks and herds of animals. He also had many slaves. All the Philistines were jealous of him, so they destroyed all the wells that Isaac's father Abraham and his servants had dug many years before. They filled them with sand. Abimelech said to Isaac, "Leave our country. You have become much more powerful than we are." So Isaac left that place and camped near the little river of Gerar. He stayed there and lived. Long before this time, Abraham had dug many wells. After he died, the Philistines filled the wells with sand. So Isaac went back and dug those wells again. He gave them the same names his father had given them. Isaac's servants also dug a well near the little river and found fresh water. But the men herded sheep in the valley of Gilgal. But the men who herded sheep in the valley of Gilgal argued with Isaac's servants. They said, "This water is ours." So Isaac named that well Esek. He gave it that name because it was the place where they had argued with him. Then Isaac's servant dug another well, but there was an argument over this well too. So Isaac named that well Sitnah. Isaac moved from there and dug another well. No one came to argue about this well, so Isaac named it Rehoboth. He said, "Now the Lord has found a place for us. We will grow and be successful in this place." From there, Isaac went to Beersheba. The Lord spoke to him that night and said, "I am the God of your father Abraham. Don't be afraid. I am with you, and I will bless you. I will make your family great. I will do this because of my servant Abraham." So Isaac built an altar and worshiped the Lord in that place. He set up camp there, and his servants dug a well. Abimelech came from Gilgal to see Isaac. He brought with him Ahuzzath, his advisor, and Phicol, the commander of his army. Isaac asked, "Why have you come to see me? You were not friendly to me before. You even forced me to leave your country." They answered, "Now we know that the Lord is with you. We think we should make an agreement. We want you to make a promise to us. We did not hurt you. Now you should promise to not hurt us. We sent you away, but we sent you away in peace. Now it is clear that the Lord has blessed you." So Isaac gave a party for them. They all ate and drank. Early the next morning, each man made a promise and a vow. Then the men left in peace. The men left in peace. On that day, Isaac's servants came and told him about the well they had dug. The servants said, "We found water in that well." So Isaac named it Sheba, and that city is still called Beersheba. Esau's wives. When Esau was 40 years old, he married two Hittite women. One was Judith, the daughter of Beri, the other was Bathsheba, the daughter of Elon. These marriages made Isaac and Rebekah very unhappy. All right, in the next chapter, Genesis 27. Jacob tricks Esau. Jacob tricks Isaac, sorry. Isaac grew old, and his eyes became so weak that he could not see clearly. One day he called his older son Esau to him and said, Son. Esau answered, Here I am. Isaac said, I am old. Maybe I will die soon. So take your bow and arrows and go hunting. Kill an animal for me to eat. Prepare the food that I love. Bring it to me, and I will eat it. Then I will bless you before I die. So Esau went hunting. Rebekah was listening when Isaac told this. Rebekah was the mother. Rebekah was listening when Isaac told this to his son Esau. Rebekah said to her son Jacob, Listen, I heard your father talking to your brother Esau. Your father said, Kill an animal for me to eat. Prepare the food for me, and I will eat it. Then the Lord as witness, I will bless you before I die. So listen, son, and do what I tell you. Go out to our goats and bring me two young ones. I will prepare them the way your father loves them. Then you will carry the food to your father. He will bless you before he dies. But Jacob told his mother Rebekah, My brother Esau is a hairy man. I am not hairy like him. If my father touches me, he will know that I am not Esau. Then he will not bless me. He will curse me because I tried to trick him. So Rebekah said to him, I will accept the blame if there is trouble. Do what I said. Go go get the goats for me. So Jacob went out and got two goats and brought them to his mother. His mother cooked the goats in a special way that Isaac loved. Then Rebekah took the clothes that her brother or sorry, Rebekah took the clothes that her older son Esau loved to wear. She put those clothes on the younger son Jacob. She took the skins of the goats and put them on Jacob's hands and on his neck. Then she got the food she had cooked and gave it to Jacob. Jacob went to his father and Father. His father answered, Yes, son, who are you? Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, your first son. I have done what you told me. Now sit up and eat the meat from the animals that I hunted for you. Then you can bless me. But Isaac said to his son, How have you hunted and killed the animals so quickly? Jacob answered, Because the Lord your God allowed me to find the animals quickly. Then Isaac said to Jacob, Come near to me so I can feel you, my son. If I can feel you, I will know if you are really my son Esau. So Jacob went to Isaac, his father. Isaac felt him and said, Your voice sounds like Jacob's voice, but your arms are hairy like the arms of Esau. Isaac did not know it was Jacob because his arms were hairy like Esau. So Isaac blessed Jacob. Isaac said, Are you really my son Esau? Answered, Yes, I am. The blessing for Jacob. Then Isaac said, Bring me the food. I will eat it and bless you. So Jacob gave him the food, and he ate it. Then Jacob gave him some wine, and he drank it. Then Isaac said to him, Son, come near and kiss me. So Jacob went to his father and kissed him. When Isaac smelled Esau's clothes, he blessed him and said, My son smells like the fields the Lord has blessed. May God give you plenty of rain, good crops, and wine. May the nations serve you, and many people bow down to you. You will rule over your brothers. Your mother's son will bow down to you and obey you. Whoever curses you will be cursed. Whoever blesses you will be blessed. Esau's blessing. Isaac finished blessing Jacob. Then, just as Jacob left his father, Isaac, Esau came in from hunting. Esau prepared the food in a special way his father loved. He brought it to his father and said, Father, I am your son. Get up and eat the meat from the animals that I killed for you. Then you can bless me. But Isaac said to him, Who are you? He answered, I am your son, your first son, Esau. Then Isaac became so upset that he began to shake. He said, Then who was it that cooked and brought me food before you came? I ate it all, and I blessed him. Now it is too late to take back my blessing. When Esau heard his father's words, he became very angry and bitter. He cried out and said to his father, Then bless me also. Isaac said, your brother tricked me. He came and took your blessing. Esau said, his name is Jacob. That is the right name for him. He also tricked me twice. He took away my rights as the firstborn son, and now he has taken away my blessing. Then Esau said, have you saved any blessing for me? Isaac answered, I have already given Jacob the power to rule over you. And I said all of this. I said all his brothers will be his servants. I have given him the blessing for much grain and wine. There is nothing left to give you, my son. But Esau continued to beg his father, do you have only one blessing, father? Bless me also, father. Esau began to cry. Then Isaac said to him, you will not live on good land. You will not have much rain. You will have to fight to live, and you will be a slave to your brother. But when you fight to be free, you will break away from his control. Jacob leaves the country. After Esau hated Jacob because of this blessing, Esau said to himself, my father will soon die, and after we are finished with that, I will kill Jacob. Rebekah heard about Esau's plan to kill Jacob. She sent for Jacob and said to him, listen, your brother Esau is planning to kill you. So, son, do what I say. My brother Laban is living in Haran. Go to him and hide. Stay with him for a short time until your brother stops being angry. When your brother forgets what you did to him, I will send a servant to bring you back. I don't want to lose both of my sons the same day. Then Rebekah said to Isaac, your son Esau married Hittite women. I am very upset about this because they are not our people. I'll have nothing to live for if Jacob marries one of these women. And okay, Genesis 28, verse 1. Isaac called Jacob and blessed him. Then Isaac gave him a command and said, You must not marry a Canaanite woman. So leave this place and go to Paddan Aram. Go to the house of Bethel, your mother's father, Laban. Your mother's brother lives there. Marry one of his daughters. I pray that God all powerful will bless you and give you many children. I pray that you will become the father of a great nation, and that God will bless you and your children the same way he blessed Abraham. And I pray that you will own the land where you live. This is the land God gave to Abraham. So Isaac sent Jacob to Rebekah's brother in Paddan Aram. Jacob went to Laban, son of Bethuel the Aramean. Laban was the brother of Rebekah, the mother of Jacob and Esau. Esau learned that his father Isaac blessed Jacob and sent him away to Paddan Aram to find a wife there. He also learned that Isaac commanded Jacob not to marry a Canaanite woman. Esau learned that Jacob obeyed his father and his mother and went to Paddan Aram. Esau saw from this that his father did not want his sons to marry Canaanite women. Esau already had two wives, but he went to Abraham's son Ishmael and married another woman, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael. Mahalath was Naboth's sister. Okay, Jacob's dream at Bethel. Jacob left Beersheba and went to Haran. The sun had already set when he came to a good place to spend the night. He took a rock there and laid his head on it to sleep. Jacob had a dream. He dreamed there was a ladder that was on the ground and reached up into heaven. He saw the angels of God going up and down the ladder. Then Jacob saw the Lord standing by the ladder. He said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham. I am the God of Isaac. I will give you the land that you are lying on now. I will give you this land to you and to your children. You will have as many descendants as there are particles of dust on the earth. They will spread east and west and north and south. All the families on earth will be blessed because of you and your descendants. I am with you, and I will protect you everywhere you go. I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised. Then Jacob woke up and said, I know that the Lord is in this place, but I did not know he was here until I slept. Jacob was afraid and said, This is a very great place. This is the house of God. This is the gate to heaven. Jacob got up very early in the morning. He took the rock he had slept on and set it up on his edge. Then he poured oil on the rock. In this way, he made it a memorial to God. The name of that place was Luz, but Jacob named it Bethel. Then Jacob made a promise. He said, "If God will be with me, and if he will protect me on this trip, and if he gives me food to eat and clothes to wear, and if I return in peace to my father's house, if he does all these things, then the Lord will be my God. I am setting this stone up as a memorial stone. It will show that this place is a holy place. That this is a holy place for God, and I will give God 1/10 of all he gives me." All right. And that is the end. And that was Genesis 25, 26, 27, and 28. Okay. So a recap. So we see we see the birth of Isaac. No, not Isaac. Isaac was the father and Rebekah. So we see the birth of Jacob and Esau. And they are twins. And they was both born. One was hairy. One was hairy and one was basically normal. One came out and Esau was the hunter. He was the skillful hunter. Jacob was the quiet man. Basically, Jacob goes and tricks Esau to get his birthrights. Esau was hungry at the time, and he really wanted the lentil soup that his brother made, the beans, and so basically he sells his brothers his right as the firstborn son. Okay, and then it turns out that Rebecca was in on this and was basically telling Jacob that Isaac was about to give his brother Esau um, the blessing. So she crafts a plan up for Jacob to act like he's Esau and to trick his father, Isaac, who's going blind, to trick him into giving him his rights, um, which is pretty interesting. Another interesting thing that I seen was Isaac did the same thing that his father did, his father Abraham did. Like when he came to Abimelech, he basically told Abimelech that his father, not his father, basically told Abimelech that his wife Rebecca is actually his sister, so they wouldn't kill him. It's like a repeat of history in the same way that Abraham did that with Sarah, where he said that Sarah was his sister when really it was his wife to basically protect him from being killed or them taking his wife. He did the exact same thing. That was interesting to see. But yeah, so back to the story. Um, Basically, we see this two nations between each other, between two brothers, and it's another interesting thing is we in the past we've seen Cain and Abel in the first murder in the Bible. Now this is like another situation where two brothers is in conflict. Um, and so yeah, so Jacob steals his birthright and he also steals his blessing. And so now that we see that Esau is angry and we see a division happening right before our eyes. Um, and so this is a really interesting story to see because it's a lot of discrepancies when it comes to this story between like a lot of different perspectives on what this story really is or who are exactly are these people. Um, but yeah, this is crazy. It's like every story is crazy in the Bible. Um, but yeah, but I'm ready to continue reading and to see more. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope that y'all getting something from this. And I just pray that as we continue to read through the Bible, that we get more revelation, we get more understanding, and that um, one of the things I want to point out is that it's important for us to not just take certain scriptures from the Bible and read them in their own just little section. It's important for us to read the whole entire chapter so you can truly get an understanding of what is the context, who is the characters, what is the what's happening in the moment, like what is the mindset or mind frame on why they said it, like who is saying it. I guess it's just important that we read it on all ends, so we can truly get that understanding and not take the scriptures and it can be misled. So that's it. Hope y'all have a blessed day and peace.